All right, I think we're live. Let's see. Yes, we are. Perfect. Let's grab this live stream link. Hopefully, once it cooperates. Excellent. Put it into our Discord channel here, live stream. Boom. All right. There we go. Close that. All right, so we are in game. Hey, Gary H., nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. All right, today's going to be a short stream. Really, nothing's too special, but we're going to be talking a little bit about, I think, just closing out this event. I'm probably going to open some of the rewards just to see what they're like and to have a feel for that, right, from Dominion Day. I mean, I'm not saying everyone else should, but I will do it so you can kind of have an idea of what's in it. What else do we got? Oh, we also obviously have our two winners. So pretty standard stuff here. My game is, of course, slowing down for whatever reason. So we will refresh our page and hope that everything gets figured out. But how are you guys? How are you guys, Gary H? Mr. Big, you made it, but still in bed. Yeah, I will say bed is always a comfortable place to be. I definitely slept in a little bit today, I'm not going to lie. I was also up a little bit later than I probably should have been studying, but, you know, hey, that's a sacrifice we got to make sometimes. But yes, being in bed is always great. I'm not going to lie. Taking a nap, just, lounging about, never a bad play. Makes me sound lazy, but, for a change, it's not a bad thing. Rest is important. Rest is important. All right, so we're working on Nebula here. Obviously, I'm also working on Judge because Dragon Paralyzer asked me to do so. So we'll take a look here. Let's look at Judge real quick. Don't love making these items, but we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll come back. I'm thinking for now I'm just going to power up the levels on Judge. The levels actually do add up over time. Individually, not a huge difference in power, but it will get you there eventually. We're going to stick to Nebula for right this second. We're going to power up, attempt to get some Alchemist set, and hopefully that'll get us a little closer to completing this blued plate armor. Some of these items are just a hassle to make, I'm going to be honest with you. But anyway, good afternoon, Prax. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Today's stream is going to be a little shorter. The plan is to open some of the rewards from Dominion Day so you guys don't have to and you have an idea of what you guys are going to be seeing. And here we are going to try to power up our Yasmin here, full health glyph completion. So there's that. Fantastic. So now I don't need to worry about Yasmin. The next project looks like it's either going to be Isaac or Jew. I think we're going to start with Isaac because I use him a little bit more. Then we'll go to Jew, Nebula, Aurora. Then I think once we are done with Aurora, we will start looking at, before we go back to Lars, we'll probably look at Judge because we are working on getting him a little stronger. But I don't mind using some of the lower, right, these smallest glyphs on Judge for now. I think the way I look at it is eventually I'm going to upgrade all my heroes anyway, so if I'm focusing on Judge right now a little bit, it doesn't really make that big of a difference in the grand scheme of things. So we're powering him up a little bit too on request. So there we go. Hey, Wally, nice to have you here. Francis Zegan, hello to you and hello to everyone else as well. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. Praxis, I have learned Amira is an absolute tank killer. Amira is actually an absolute everything that's a non-offensive hero killer because those gold coins do not go away. But yes, 100% a tank killer. The problem with her, though, is upgrading her is one issue. The other one is just the fact that she's hard to work with because she does take up a decent amount of real estate in the back line, so you have to be careful with positioning, right? So those are two areas that can be a little bit tricky. All right, so Devourer of Mages, we want that item for sure. Let's see, what else do we have here? Pastor Seals, no. Grand Arena Shop. All right. Well, I know I'm going to eventually need the Shining Armor. We're going to grab it. Those I don't. But we will grab these heroes here because, quite frankly, I have enough saved up. We're going to keep saving them up, but I think right now I'd like to get some Soul Stones traded in. We'll grab the All-Seeing Eye recipe. The Pastor Seal's useful to have, and then we'll probably just go like this. And after this event ends, I won't be needing too many Soul Stones for a little while, so I can just start saving them up again. Vanquished Absolute, one of my least favorite items to acquire, so we acquire it anytime it's available in the shop. Just something that I do. It's one of the most painful items to get 200 of. Anyway, Desert Blade collected. We got Pastor Seal, Helion Harpoon, we've got the Piercing Gaze, and we've got the Creator's Featherwing. So yeah, what I will do is we will also look at Amira real quickly, Prax, just to emphasize your point. I think that's a great point that you bring up, that Amira can be used as a tank killer. I think this is something some players are aware of, some players are not. We'll definitely try to further illuminate here, so thank you for bringing that up. It is a good point. Mr. Big says event chests are kind of weak in my opinion. All right, well, I haven't seen that yet. Vitamin, hello, nice to have you here. Always loving the positive vibes. Good morning to you, Andrew Cabrera. Love having you here on the stream. All right, so we just went through most of those items. We have 351 energy. Let's see if we can grab a couple more of these Alchemist set fragments. Hopefully we can get, oh yeah, we got 11 right there. I'm not going to complain about that. I also feel like I have a hair on my nose somewhere. All right. I think it fell off my head. Anyway, okay, so there we go. We got Nebula, a couple more of those fragments. Got mail. Got to collect our guildmate items. Love it. Thank you. Promotion. Take a look at Judge real quick. We'll run back. Artifacts. Okay, glyphs. Yep, we looked at glyphs. Skins we're not going to touch just yet. I say that, but I'm kind of like, maybe I should upgrade one of my heroes. Skins for the Outland coins. Let's see. Main team looks like it's on a roll. Magic attack is important, but not as important as you'd think. Yeah, I guess we'll do a magic defense one for Isaac. Dominion Day. All right, so we got some soul stones, which allows us to get further along. 7 more gets us the last one. So it's kind of tempting to do that. Let's see, fight 15 times in arena or grand arena. So I got to fight all my fights today because I haven't been doing that. In the tower, okay, well, the most I can do is 30, so we'll get these right here. We'll do that right now. Really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to acquire as many as I can on stream so we can open them all right away. So that's what we'll do. And then after that, we will look at Amira and kind of her ability to really kind of hurt an opposing team if you give her enough opportunity to do so. She can totally disrupt and destroy teams. I've seen it happen more so on mobile because mobile has less heroes to max. Well, I say less heroes to max out. What I mean is there's less item evolutions to max out, so it's easier to get to more heroes. So Amira, right, I've seen can be very, very effective. We'll get into that in a little bit here, but a great point brought up by Prax. Great point. We will get into it. Aaron Parker, good morning to you. Nice having you here on this shorter Sunday stream. We're definitely going to still have 2 winners, but first what we're trying to do is we're trying to acquire some more boxes so we can open them up for you. So you guys don't have to. You can if you want, but you don't have to. If you're saying, hey, I want to save these up because I don't know what's going to be in them, we'll open them here on stream. So that is the plan. So we just completed the tower run. We could use emeralds to complete this particular chest of portion of the event, but I'm not going to do that. It doesn't seem like the rewards would be that amazing for me to do so. But here we have completions, right? So that'll leave me at least 1 short. Fighting an arena or grand arena. Outland, again, will be a little short because I missed a day. Energy, okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll do the Outland, and then we'll do a couple fights, but I'm going to probably just start opening them up, and we'll get going on that. Then we will look at Amira. So, a couple exciting things that that are there. Amira, I haven't built a ton of teams with Amira recently, so it's been a hot second since I've looked at that. I usually build teams like daily just to kind of mess around with them. But the last month or so, and I've got another 30 days before we've got the bar. So things are getting pretty intense, I will say. But anyway, all right, so we got this. We got special events, Dominion Day. We got the 5 holiday chests. We're going to do, let's see, team morale. No, okay, let's just fight one time in arena and one time in grand arena. And we will open up the chests, then we'll look at Amira. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and look for a team we like. Why are they only showing me the same 2 teams? All right, that one's doable, but this one looks much more friendly. We're going here. Kark, Isaac, going Sebastian, not Nebula. All right, let's do it. So there is what we're going to start. What is the stream going to be about, E-Range? So today we are going to try to acquire as many of the event boxes as possible and open them up on stream. That's me thing number 1. Number 2, we're going to talk about Amira a little bit and how she kind of is really problematic for tanks especially, but also she can just be a really good damage dealer, highly undervalued and kind of, I think, flying under the radar currently. So we'll talk about that. Then we will have our 2 winners. So that is kind of the outlook plan for today. Nothing super crazy, but it's Sunday. Sundays are usually a little bit shorter on the stream. So let's take a look here. This team looks like it really, really would not like dealing with Isaac. So we're going to make sure Isaac's here. But I don't like the rest of this composition of a team. Got to get rid of, scrap everybody for now. We'll just come back. So this second team, we clearly want Cleaver v. Cleaver. That's fine. Then what we're going to want is we're going to want Envari here in our second position. We would like to have Isaac to offset Maya, but if we can't, we'll settle for having the twins, I think, here. So the twins will be here. We got a decent firepower team here with the twins, so not super concerned. Let's find Lars. Where is my Lars? Oh, Lars is there. I was looking for the wrong one, so we're looking for Krista. And since we have Cleaver here, we're going to want to counter. So we're going to have Dorian in here. Don't care how weak he is. He'll still do his job by getting pulled up front. Let's see what else we got here. We don't know what Team 3 will be, so we'll ignore that for now. We'll go back to Team 1. We're going to put in Astaroth. Yasmin is great, but not against the twins. We want to avoid having that kind of a scenario. Actually, I kind of am inclined to think about putting Ju in here, but we won't. We're going to put in Kark. We'll use a standard team here. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with doing so, so we'll do that. Let's see, is Fenris really needed for Envari here? Yeah, he is, but that's going to be a tough fight. So the outcome here will be determinative on if Envari can stop this Kark, which might be a tall task. So I'm thinking I should have a backup plan, and we're obviously going to have Yasmin. They're going to have this kind of a squad here. So it's light. Well, maybe I should put Helios. I didn't see a Yasmin anywhere here, so it could be that Yasmin's hiding here. We'll have Helios to hopefully offset that issue. We'll see how this goes. We'll run it. Let's take a look. So here we go. We got Astaroth. I think this should be a pretty comfortable win here. We got 2 of our top heroes in action here. I'm talking about Kark and Isaac. Obviously, the rest of my team. That's pretty much one of my starting teams. So it's a decent lineup. We'll see how it runs. I think the silence will be huge. And because Celeste is in the 3rd position, she'll have a lot more trouble getting to my Kark. But obviously, Isaac hopefully just is able to prevent too much damage from these guys. The really scary one is Lars when he does that Thunderbolt up there. That can deal a lot of damage if he's strong enough, but it looks like we're going to be fine. So here's I think, an easy win. The next 2 will be more of a toss-up. Praxis, I fought a team that had her in the back line. She was red +2, took out my red 2 tanks fast. Yes, so we'll get into that in a quick second. We will. Hey, Calnap, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the stream. Incognito, love having you here as well. Praxis, Ziri and Luther, Nebula, Kark, and Celeste. All right, so we'll take a look there in a moment. Francis Egan says the best items I got from the current event chests are a few bottled energy. Okay. Wally says, well, my Aurora finally set on orange +2 on plus my Dante. Nice. Very, very nice. All right, so I knew we might have problems here, and it looks like we might lose this one. So we'll let it. Oh, we didn't, did we? Or did we? We did lose the second one, but we won the third one. He did, in fact, sneak in a Yasmin, so I'm glad we put Helios in there to protect against that. So it worked out. It worked out. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and claim some of our chests from Dominion Day. We're going to just open them. I say, why not? We're having fun. We're just going to open them. And then after we open these, we'll look at Amira. So let's go ahead and find these chests. Here they are, 126 holiday chests. So we're just going to go for it. So it looks like a lot of EXP bottled energy, as was mentioned, some gold. Gold is always useful. Kind of a bummer there's not more holiday chests, but I guess that's how this is. Okay, I swear there's like a hair somewhere that's just tickling my nose. All right, anyway. We got a big rune there. We got another. Those big runes are really helpful. I really like those. I also do like, obviously, the bottled energy. Those are kind of key. The artifact chests are all right. Everything else is eh. Chaos cores, I always need those. So I am never one to complain when I get a chaos core. All right, so nothing spectacular out of this world, but nothing terrible either. I will say they all can be useful in their own ways. So we've got that going on. All right, so we are now going to look at Amira. Let's take a look. So let's start off with the Hero Challenge, Auto Max. Let's start with Praxis' line here. So he had Ziri and Luther. So there's Luther. Where's Ziri? Ziri should be around here. I thought she was pretty high. Oh, there she is. Hiding up there. Ziri, Luther, Nebula. Nebula, Kark, and Celeste. Kark and Celeste. Kark and Celeste. Okay, and we're just going to assume for fun Axel was involved. Don't know if he was or wasn't, but that's okay. And we're going to use Amira. So Amira is the key hero here we're going to be looking at. Let's start off by finding her. There she is. We're going to use Astaroth to protect her. Kind of thinking we go Judge as well. We go Nebula. Yeah, maybe someone like Martha or Dorian. But I think we're going to go with Martha here. We have Axel to Martha, and we'll put in, say, Oliver. All right, so we'll see how this goes here. Maybe. Winner. Love that. Did you like this special event? I think the special events are right, because I mean, it's free, right? It is totally pretty much free. So I would say from that perspective, I liked it, but I would say, like, was it super exciting? It wasn't that exciting. It's okay. I would say I would give this a B plus on the event scale, because you can do everything for free, but the items were okay. They weren't amazing, but because it was free, it moves it from a C, which is an average grade, right, to a B plus. Like, I think it's a little bit better than an average event. So here we can see Judge is obviously problematic for Kark, but also Amira. Once her skills go off, you can see all those gold coins going around, right? Ziri right now, Celeste and Nebula, right, are having and then look at the damage that was dealt from that, right? And so she has to go hide it immediately. So, the coins, if your heroes are not dealing a lot of damage, those coins will significantly impact your team. And what you'll see here is the second round the coins go around Ziri, she's going to get knocked out if she's not careful. So we'll see how this plays out. So she is protected for now. She's blocking a lot of hits. But the coins are around her again, which is kind of concerning. The coins do big damage. So Nebula just got taken out. Ziri had to hide immediately, which isn't good for her team because now everyone's literally targeting Celeste. But this team isn't very offensive, right? So if I get rid of Nebula, maybe it's a little bit different, or Judge. Basically, the damage is real, right? So Amira does a lot of damage with her coins. So we'll talk about why that is in a second here. And I think if I had used one more physical attacker, this one's over. Let's change it up. We'll use a different team. So pretty much everything will be the same except instead of, well, I say everything. We'll see how this goes. So we're gonna put back in Martha, great healer, Nebula, and Amira. But now we're not going to use Judge. We're going to use someone else. Let's see. We might not even use Nebula. We'll definitely use a physical attacker. I'm thinking Dante, maybe. Dante, and I guess we could do... See, the problem is Nebula stands behind Amira. I guess it's fine. All right, we'll run with this, and we'll go Axel here. Pet. Now let's see how this runs. I think the key, though, here is that Amira has one other attacker, right? So obviously before we had Judge, who was really good at being a support, but not really a huge damage dealer, if I'm being honest. So we're speeding it up here. We're going to look for the gold coin effect. So once Amir goes off, so Amir went off, there's these gold coins here, right? Cards dealing damage. But the problem with these coins is if you don't destroy them, they take you out. So we see a lot of damage here, and Dante obviously is a big attacker as well. So this combination really problematic here, and now it's really only up to Ziri, who's going to hide for now, but it's really hard to hide from three heroes. I'm not counting Astaroth and Martha, but Dante, Nebula, and you got Amira. It's a tall task, especially because she's got to hide so often to protect herself. And so there we go. So let's take a look at the breakdown. We want to look at damage. So Amira with 3 million damage, right? Let's compare that to Dante. Dante did half as much damage as Amira, which is pretty crazy, right? So Amira is indeed a huge problem. Damage taken. You can see Ziri ate a bunch of damage from Amira. Like, just took a beating, absolute beating. Look at that, 2 million damage. Luther also down really fast. So why is that? Let's look at it a little bit more carefully. So let's go to Amira. Amira's a really good hero, actually. I really like her. I think she's underrated. I haven't had a chance to upgrade her as much as I'd like, right? And I don't even have her to absolute, which makes it problematic for me to really upgrade her. But let's look at, so her skill that's really effective is this Careless Wish. Deals mad damage. So it surrounds the enemy with a whirlwind of cursed gold. Any damage dealt by the enemy weakens the power of the storm around them. And after 7 seconds, the whirlwind deals damage based on its remaining power. So it starts out super, super strong, right? Max damage. So the more damage that you deal to the opponent, it also deals on those coins. So heroes that have high outputs, right, who are offensive attackers, are usually not going to be hit as hard by this skill. But that's why tanks, who don't deal a lot of damage, and even healers, depending on who they are, can suffer huge loss when Amir does it. So heroes I'm talking about are going to be tanks for the most part. So non-cleaver tanks usually deal not that much damage, other than maybe Ishmael. So we're looking at Astaroth takes huge beating. And we can kind of see this in a second, but Astaroth, Ziri doesn't deal a lot of damage. Aurora deals okay damage, right? So she'll suffer some, but not a lot. Corvus deals a lot of damage, so he's usually okay. But other ones would include, I think even Shaba, right? Doesn't deal that much damage, but Martha doesn't deal a lot of damage. So let's take a look. Let's see what happens when we are dealing with this. And you have a team that doesn't deal a lot of damage, right? Let's look at that and see how Amir does. So we're talking Astaroth. We'll put Ziri out there. So non-damage dealing heroes. We're going to include, I think we should include Marcus here, even though he has that invincibility skill. Martha, and I would include, hmm, hmm, let's see. I think I might include someone like, trying to think who doesn't deal too much damage. I guess we can include like Sebastian maybe, but um, Sebastian does help with. We'll see how this plays out. We'll go like this. So it's not a very offensive friendly team, right? Not a lot of offense generated here. We're gonna go with Astaroth. I don't want to put Dante in because I think he imbalances the team a little bit because he's really good. So I just want to focus more on Amira's effect. So we're not trying to win this matchup, but we're trying to highlight Amira's ability. So we're going to put Amira in. Thinking maybe instead of Sebastian, put in Iris as well, something interesting like that. And we have, let's see, maybe yeah, okay. We'll put someone like well, I don't want to prevent the healing because I'll get rid of those heroes too fast. So I'm trying to do a decent job of covering without. Maybe we'll just do Sebastian. So nothing too crazy, but I just wanted to kind of look at, really highlight Amira's abilities. So let's take a look here. Amira's good with Nebula and Martha. Yes, Amira and Arachne combo would be good. Should use Sebastian and Arachne. We'll look at those. Amira and Satori should ruin that Kark team. Yeah, it definitely will. Hey, Negro. Nice to see you here. My energy so far doing pretty well. We're looking at Amira. Earlier we opened up a bunch of Dominion boxes, so we're testing with Amira a little bit here just to kind of highlight her abilities, right? So here we go. Here is the coin ability. So these heroes need to start dealing damage, otherwise eventually they're going to get hit hard. So Ziri goes down real fast right when that skill goes off. And Astaroth protected someone by bringing them back. So immune right now is Marcus, but let's see how this goes. So Amir is about to activate again very shortly, it looks like. So there she goes. These three heroes. Marcus is close to invincibility, and he does. So that allows him to stay on a little longer. But by having Iris here, gets dealt some damage, but not a lot. So Marcus is really protecting him here, which I thought could be a problem, right, with his immunity, which is allowing the rest of his line to be immune as well. So, but then here's the issue. So he finally got hit by that Amira attack, and now he's dead. But he's still kind of on the field, right? But I will say you're seeing the gold circling here, and I think one more of those attacks could be pretty lethal. Let's see. So there it is. Let's see how much damage it might do to Martha. So it basically one-shot killed her. So you can kind of see the effectiveness, right? So non-offensive heroes get wrecked by Amira. And here you can see Iris really was a proponent of that as well. So Amira-Iris combination here. Look at the amount of damage Iris is able to do when paired with Amira and Sebastian. That's nutty. But obviously these are very non-offensive. It's a non-traditional team, but really the point was to show Amira can deal a lot of damage to those heroes. Obviously Iris kind of stole the show there with her ults, but look at that. It's a lot of damage. No one's surviving that. But anyway, so yeah, I think that's really the highlight there is for when you're battling against Amira, you need to make sure your heroes are able to attack enough so that Amira does not take advantage of them not dealing enough damage to the gold, right? Sorry, I hit something wrong there. Yeah, so I think that's the key there. But we can take a look here. So we had some suggestions here. Amira is good with Nebula and Martha, but Calnap said Amira and Satori. Let's run it. Amira and Satori against this team here. So we'll go Astaroth, Amira, Satori. Probably use Seb as well. Seb, Satori, and say Martha. And we'll run it. If I can find Martha. Martha, did you blend in? Yes, you did. There we go. Axel, there we go. So we'll run that team, and then we'll try out the Amira Arachne combo. We did use Sebastian already there, but we can try that. Ziri just escaped to the Underland from Amira attack. That's true, but you can only run for so long, right? So it gets a little bit tricky in that respect, Aaron Parker, right? Hey, Miguel, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Calnap, Jet has very low damage dealing skills. Yes, that's true. Maybe I should have used Jet. You're right. Rufus' special is not much help from Amira as well. It's very true. But yeah, you can see Satori just wipe the floor with both Kark and Nebula in one shot. Really looks like Satori is now targeting Luther, as is everyone on that team. But yeah, so there we go. That's working very well. Rufus does still counter Amira since the shield is AoE, not just one other hero, but Amira would still be effective if Rufus doesn't use it, though. Owen says Max testing with an open discussion and exchange of ideas without any toxic environment. This sounds like the place for me to be hanging out. Thank you. Always appreciate your inputs. Owen love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so yeah, so there we go. We've got kind of a decent squad. And it looks like Amira really can be a helpful piece to any Hero Wars team really trying to nullify those tanks. So I think, Prax brought up a great point that, Amira can be a problem. Amira can absolutely be a problem. Good news is most people don't have Amira to Red +2, but it sounds like, unfortunately for you in that one situation, there was someone who had that particular team. So let's see, we're going to use Amira here, and we wanted to use it with Arachne. So we'll find Arachne here, and we'll run it. Let's see, Arachne. I believe Arachne is a pretty high-powered hero, I thought. Oh, wow, not as high as I thought. Must be some new skins involved. Let's see, Martha, and actually, I think if we go Iris here, this team looks lethal. Because Iris really pulls out the life of the heroes. Let's see how that goes. We'll give you Oliver, and we will give you Biscuit. Cool. All right, so there we go. We're going to run this and see how it goes. But yeah, I think the bottom line is Amira is really good. I also really like Iris. I think Iris is another hero that pairs really nicely, actually, with Amira. But we're going to try using Arachne here, who's one of the better attackers in the game. Not as dominant, right? She's been dominant, and she's been in the highs and the lows. She's been really good, really bad, and now she's somewhere kind of in between. Not terrible, not amazing, right? But still pretty good hero. So we'll see how this goes. I really like the fact that she has that vampirism effect. Unfortunately, it's only for herself, but it's still pretty key. So Iris is not faring so hot right now. Amira is dealing okay, but I think it seems like Arachne might be paying too much attention to Luther on this particular lineup, but we'll see how it plays out. Just maybe how it feels right now. So everyone's low on damage, but Kark is able to take him out because of that. So yeah, this line wasn't great against this particular team, but I still think there's something to be said here. So maybe instead of Iris, we use someone other than Iris, maybe a Nebula. But I think we can still try the Arachne combo with Amira. Let's see. So Amira. Let's see. Martha. Arachne. Maybe we go Maya, right? Because Maya and Arachne is a good combination. I don't see why it would be a bad combination to throw in someone like that. So let's see how this runs. Maybe this will be cleaner. More power to those who run multiple accounts, cannot do it. Yeah, it is a lot of work running multiple accounts. Definitely hats off to you. You got some time to dedicate, because it is definitely a lot. I mean, even one account can, I think, sometimes feel like a lot. For me, it feels like a lot right now, but that's okay. I get it, So we'll see how this runs. Maya, Arachne, Amira. Obviously, Kark is tough to contend with, unless you're doing like Satori is really good against Kark. We'll see. Let's see how this runs. Arachne. And man, blocked. Unfortunate. Bad timing there. So we'll see. Coin effect needs to be activated, ideally soon. So oh, there it is. Oh, but hit by Kark, which stunned her, did not allow her to use her attack. So the team didn't get to face the wrath of Amira because Kark's effect basically stunned her and did not allow her to ult. So that timing was impeccable from Kark. That's really unlucky for the team on the left. And it looks like, barring getting rid of Kark, this could be problematic. We'll see, though, if Amira can activate her skill before Kark's able to activate his again. Oh, there we go. So now the coins are involved. Amira's been brought back to life by Astaroth. All right, so stunned, everyone's stunned. Some more coins are being used while they're stunned, which is huge, right? This is like Leanne putting someone to sleep, which takes out Celeste. Luther is now down. Ziri's low on health. Everyone's now focusing in on Kark, but not able to take down Amira, which is huge. Now it's all up to Ziri, who will time this one out. But I think ultimately you still see Amira's a huge problem when she can activate her skill. So there are ways to stop her. Some of the key ones are to stun her, right? So you want someone who can stun Amira to prevent her from dealing those protective measures, right, with those coins, which are a problem. But yeah, I think overall, though, that's something to be seen. Cornelius with Amira and Ishmael, and random 2 more is what they used against me. We'll try it out. So Cornelius is going to clearly one-shot your Celeste, which is going to be a problem. Let's see. We're going to use Amira here. Ishmael, great attacker. Wow. So what's going to be problematic for you here is Luther's going to run away. Ziri's going to hide. Ishmael's going to get to attack Kark pretty easily, I think, from that vantage. Let's see, though. Let's find Ishmael. And I'm thinking if they use Martha here, that really kind of closes up the gap. Let's see. So we're going to run this. And after this, we will have our 2 winners picked from the picker wheel, unless someone else wanted to test a different team related to Amira. Yeah, Amira's not bad. So here's Ishmael. His problem might be surviving, though, early on. Let's see. Maybe I should use Astaroth, but we'll see. I don't want to give up just yet. So Ishmael does go down. Okay, so maybe I should have used Astaroth instead of Nebula. All right, let's try that again. Sorry. Forget that one. We're going to use Astaroth, Ishmael, Martha, Amira, and Cornelius. Amira's down here. Cornelius should be around here somewhere. Cornelius, where are you? Oh, wow, he's way strong. He's 3rd in power. What? I missed that transition of power. He's also missing a pet, but let's see how it goes. I think we just need to protect Ishmael a little bit more, so we'll see. Absolutely. So let's see how this one goes. I think this should probably be enough, but I don't know. So Ishmael here needs to get going, hopefully soon, with his skill. So there's the one shot. Oh, wow, it was partially blocked, actually. So Celeste wasn't one shot there. That's surprising. But here comes Ishmael dealing some damage, but he's missing a little bit more than I expected. Not really sure what's causing the miss. It must be Nebula, maybe? A lot of misses. So RNG is going to play a big factor here because misses are looking abundant. I really like the Amira skills. There's the dropping of the items on top, like the lamp almost, genie lamp. I don't know. It just seems interesting. I think with the right combination, you can kind of deal some damage here. It looks like this team should, maybe partially it was because of the power level difference, but it looks like generally this team will win or succeed against this particular team. The key is having your Celeste survive Cornelius. And I think that'll allow you, other than that, it just looks like powering up. I don't really see a reason this team should, hypothetically, in the future, beat your team. But the problem is probably just that right now your Ziri and Luther are probably just not strong enough yet. So Amir's kind of dealing that mad damage all at once. But I think you can totally do it in the near future. So hopefully that helped a little bit and gave some insights there. So Ziri was designed for countering Ishmael. Love that count. That's true. That's true. But it was, it was part of the team that had defeated him. So we wanted to look at it real quick. All right. So with that, let's get to the picker wheel. We've got one Sunday winner, one Sunday winner for Facebook, and one Sunday winner for web. So I am going to go ahead and get ready to write down the winners here. Let's take a look. Use a different tank. We'll use a different tank right after we do the Facebook winner. So we'll do the Facebook winner for today. Then we will use a different tank, and we'll test it out. So we'll do the spin first, and we'll go back. Not a problem at all. So I'll just reopen it. Get that going. We'll do our Facebook spin. So good luck to everybody. Let's see who our Facebook winner is for today. It is MHD. MHD is our winner for this particular Facebook stream. So congratulations, MHD. You are our winner. So let's go ahead and open the Sunday's web. And in the meantime, we will be testing out with a different tank. So let's see. Whoops, clicked the wrong thing. Let's try this. So Hero Challenge. Oh, we have them here. Let's try a different tank. So we're going to use Ishmael. Maybe we should use Aurora. Aurora, Ishmael, Cornelius, Amira, and let's say we to like Dorian or Martha. We can keep Martha. All right, let's see if this changes anything. All right, let's see if this changes anything. All right, so let's see how this one goes. So we've got Amira in the middle. Got Aurora dealing some damage. Ishmael got one shot there by Kark. So I'm going to go with that was not the right hero to use. Maybe we go Chaba. Good old reliable Chaba. Amira. Cornelius, Ishmael. Looks like there's a lot of overlap, so it unfortunately for Martha, she's not getting a pet. Thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up button. Much appreciated. All right, we'll see how this one runs. Hopefully it works. If not, then I'm just going to chalk it up to, I think, Prax, in the future, if you keep powering up, I don't think you'll have a problem with those same three in that particular lineup. But I think the key is really Cornelius not knocking out Martha in that one shot. And I think if your tanks are strong enough, you should be okay because it should be able to deal enough damage to overcome this skill. But we will see. We'll see how it turns out. So that the damage was dealt there, but that really gets your card to speed up. Amir is going to activate again soon, but is currently stunned. And Nebula is draining some of their ability to activate their skills right away. So there Amir goes. Chaba eats Luther. Oh, the skills activated there. Dealt some damage. Pretty even fight, actually, so far. We'll see how this goes. If Chaba is able to get rid of Ziri, though, we could see a significant change. Ishmael's down. That's big. Yeah, it looks like this team's going to prevail, though. It looks like you have a good team set up for success. Prax, I think you might not have anything to worry about in the near future. It's just about continuing to build that team, and it looks like for right now, Amira can be a problem because your team's just not quite generating enough offense to get rid of that curse. So we can skip this battle. It's going to be either a timeout or a win. And yeah, all right, let's wrap this stream up with a Sunday Web winner. So let's open up that list. There we go. And good luck to everybody. Let's see how this goes in Adventure 12. Damage dealers almost, or people who are attacking Chaba, because if you only have one, he'll eat your tank or your starter, which will allow his backline to get at you. So for instance, this is one of those times you would want to have someone like two offensive heroes, kind of like a Qingmao Kira combination, right? Obviously, this is going to be a one-sided matchup. But the point is, I just wanted to show that you'd want two guys who are both attacking Chaba. So if one of your attackers are like close to the front line, it'll get eaten, and that'll be how things go. So yeah, Dragon Paralyzer is asking, how is your Judge moving? We're moving along, so we'll show you in a sec. But basically, yeah, I just want to emphasize, if Chaba does, like, let's say you take out your main attacker like that, you want to have the ability to keep hitting him so that Chaba is forced to, let go of the other hero, and the other hero can come out ready, swinging and attacking. That'll help you get rid of Chaba faster than other methods that I've seen. So that's just kind of my recommendation. If Chaba is giving you some problems in adventures, try to have two attackers if you can, so that Chaba, if he somehow swallows your one attacker, you have a second one there as, continuing to deal damage. All right, so Judge is now up to orange. We have Judge's power up to 34k. We worked a little bit on some glyphs, right? We can still probably do a couple more, actually. Intelligence up to 10. Magic attack up to 9. Oh, 10. Okay, sure. So we've gotten Judge a little stronger. Gift of Elements. This is where we are lacking. We don't have Sparks of Power, so we need to build up to that. But overall, we're getting closer. Artifacts. I didn't start my airship, so that's a good reminder to always do your airship, even if you don't have your Valkyrie's Favor activated, because I currently don't. I probably won't for at least another 30 days until everything gets settled for my academics and figuring things out. But anyway, I'm going to start. Oh, before we start that, there might be a 10-minute quest we'd like to start. So let's see. There it is. 10-minute quest. Then this should be a 35, and this should be, or 2 hour, and this should be 6 hours. So we got some items there. 15-minute expedition start, 2 hours start, 6 hours start, and we've got it going. So we got those ones going. Let's see. Maybe I don't really want to use artifact chests yet. Let's see. Can we upgrade Judge at all? I'm not sure we can do too much more. I did upgrade Judge a little bit earlier. Oh, we can do one level here. And that's really, okay, we can do a couple here. But yeah, so we've gotten Judge a little stronger. Not crazy stronger, but we started. So we've got Judge on a roll. He is now at, let me find him. He's at 34k. So work in progress. We're getting closer to that 57k number. Considering last week we started at 20, I'll take it. Almost a 50% increase. Well, more than a 50% increase, right? Because 20,000 to 30,000 would be a 50%. So we're making our way there. So yeah, so that is the progress there. But yes, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on this live stream. We did have a web winner, incognito. It was Bass. Bass was our web winner. Our Facebook winner was MHD. congratulations to you guys. I did not send out last week's rewards yet. If you haven't messaged me yet, or I haven't messaged you back, message me, let me know. I know I didn't send them out last week's winner, so definitely shoot me a message if you guys don't mind. Sometimes things get all over the place. But anyway, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me here on this live stream. Look forward to potentially hanging out with you guys next week. I'll keep you guys updated. But yes, thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys very soon in Dominion. Thank you, everyone.